What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Box Out Boys podcast. We are the NBA podcast of the people. Your home for lukewarm takes and substandard analysis. I'm Titus Two Shots Dominguez, and with me tonight, it's Chris, the Statsman Gorman. Hit him with the stats, Chris.
Hey. The Oklahoma City Thunder, the last unbeaten team in the league, 8-0, have only beaten one team that has a record currently over 500.
Ooh.
So,
Bum
do they still need to
Slayers.
prove it before we really call them the favorites? I don't know, but
Bum Slayers. Like it. Bum Slayers. And also joining us tonight, all his lawn tools are in double digits. It's the lawn boss, Joe McCrowski. Get that, Joe. Ooh, there we go. Copyright infringement.
I know, it was under 10 seconds.
Perfect. Beautifully done.
Adam taught us well.
Yes, Adam taught us well. Cheers to you, Adam. Wherever you are. We got a fun show for you guys. In the group chat. In the group chat. Yes, I know.
Still just getting all of our updates.
Wait, I forgot he's in that.
He's in there.
Anyways.
Cheers to you, Adam. But cheers to us, Bulls fans. We got another great victory last night. We're going to be talking about up front. We're going to talk about this Ja drama. Excitement in Memphis there. Then we got a fun little segment for you of way too early MVPs and thoughts on the MVP. I wonder how you guys went about that. And then we're going to talk about most likely team to bounce back. Most likely bad team that is actually sneaky good is going to get fixed. So, fun show tonight. But Joey, go ahead, take it away for us. The Bulls are hot. I like it. Bring it down.
The Bulls are hot. Tempering early.
Yes.
Got 7 games, so let's keep our emotions in check. Last night was like a learning to win game. I think you come back from 24 points down. Admittedly from them, they were terrible in the first half, first quarter especially. I don't think it could have been much worse. I messaged group chat and said, yes, this feels more like it. Like it felt like our fun little run was over. But then everything changed. They found their identity. They got their shit together. I think it's time that we have serious conversations about Josh Giddey being extremely. You got some pictures there, Chris.
Keep going.
Creepy. Creepy.
Not you.
Josh Giddey. Is he extremely useful? Not useful. I'm trying to think of the right word. Maybe value.
Good. Josh Giddey's good.
Did they get him on a bargain? And is that contract looking like an absolute steal right now for what he's given them through 7 games? Back-to-back triple doubles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Chris. You had thoughts.
I'm sorry. I feel like Joey, you're tempering too much, dude. Be a little happy.
Oh, here we go.
Team. We're 6-1.
Chris, I've been hurt.
It hasn't happened.
Hurt.
Josh Giddey did something for the Bulls that hasn't been done since Jordan.
Yes.
Oh.
Jordan was talked about last night, guys.
Yeah,
in a positive way.
They try to shoehorn him in every chance they get, but
back-to-back triple doubles isn't nothing, right? Like that's
no. I did something too. I was pretty how do I say it? I didn't mind them signing Josh Giddey. I just didn't want the big contract. I was glad what they signed him for, or like what they got it for. I think it was good. But this is to me why you push for that contract, because now it does seem like a steal. And now you do have a quality player. And obviously when we got him from OKC, I was definitely tentative about it because, one, here's this great up-and-coming team that just basically kind of, well, not really gives away, but like got rid of a younger player that didn't fit their system. And to me, it felt like a red flag of, hey, maybe this guy is going to be all that he's cracked up to be, right? Mm-hmm. But I think what we're seeing now is the difference between OKC and here is that this team is sort of built around Josh Giddey as like the focal point. Not that it's built around him, but he's able to use his skill set effectively here. He couldn't do this in OKC because of Shea and all the guys they have over there. So it wasn't really going to work. He wasn't the right piece there, but he does seem to be still a quality piece for the Bulls right now. And that's what I'm seeing. That's what I like.
100%. I want to butt in. Sorry, Joey, real quick before I realized I talked And then Ty's talking, now I'm stealing again, but I'm going to keep going because I'm just excited for this team because Jalen Smith looked great last night, guys. There's moments with him where he looks like a mini Vooch for a few months. And Tyson's point, he's hitting 1.3 games, threes a game, but there's 9 guys on this team. And Herter's the worst 3-point shooter right now. And he's supposed to be the sniper of the team. So Titus, you're right on with, we got 8 to 9 guys, 8, 9. It's not the thing, right? But no, that Giddy gets to play with it, to shoot. Just throw the ball to the corner or to the angles every time. It's just a fun, great thing to see.
Like we saw at the end of the game, Joey, that wraparound pass. I mean, did you like that play to Vooch in the corner?
Well, it's wild because they tried that the possession before, and Giddy ended up with a turnover. Right, he got in the lane, tried to do a swing around pass, and it ended up with a turnover. That's why Donovan called the timeout to try and get it more organized. I don't know. Did you guys hear Vooch didn't know where he was supposed to be when they came out of the huddle?
No, I didn't hear that.
So he said he missed the end of the play call in the huddle. And when they broke the huddle, he looked at Billy Donovan and said, "So where do I go after I set the screen?" And Billy said, "Just go to the corner." So that play wasn't drawn up for Vooch. That play, I think, they didn't say, but it looked like it was probably drawn up for Giddy to go to the rack like he'd been doing all night. They collapsed around him. He swung it out. Yeah.
Put the hand up.
That's so funny. I forget who I was listening to today, but they talked about how that play was drawn up put Vooch in the corner, and then Embiid will bite on the drive, and then he'll be open for the corner. As if it was drawn up that way.
Maybe I didn't hear that part, but I heard Vooch say, "I didn't know where I was supposed to go. I kind of missed the end of it. I said as we were walking away in the huddle, where do I go?" And Billy said, "Go to the corner." And I was like, "Okay, I'll go to the corner." It's wild. I mean, they had Herter open at the top.
Yeah,
they did.
When Giddy collapsed in,
everybody collapsed on it. He had 3 guys around him, so obviously
he'd been doing it all night. He'd been getting to the rim all night.
But as a team, they've been doing that.
6'8". I'm big. Yeah, Io's been huge.
Yeah,
been hurt. But
how do you feel? He's been hurt. He was hurt the last couple of games. Yeah, but prior to that, yes, he's been getting the basket just like Giddy. How do you feel, Joy? I'm curious about this from you about Billy Donovan as a coach. So he got. I kind of always kind of liked him, and I felt like he needed a good team. But do you feel like he's getting the most out of these young guys, and sort of now that he can kind of create offense versus the DeMar show?
I feel like this is exactly the team for him, and it's kind of like when he was in OKC, right? Like he's better with young players, I think, who are looking to have wisdom imparted on them. Right. Yeah. Like Zach and DeMar, no offense to them, but they weren't going to take do this for the team. They were like, no, this is what we do based on our experience and our veteran status. And when it's time for us to score, we're going to score. And we saw how far that got them and what their ceiling was. This team's ceiling is probably extremely similar to the same ceiling that those Bulls teams of past had. But it's better because you're seeing positive momentum in young players. Yeah. Bruzelis has stalled, right? Since he had that kind of strong start, and he's kind of gotten stalled out here. Last night in that little helter-skelter last 45 seconds before the big play, he tried to go down and yam it over everybody. He straight up 2 plays in a row. It was just kind of chaotic, and he just went straight down, head down, and tried to yam, and he got blocked both times. But they're going to learn from that. And then eventually it's hey, all right, dude, thanks for trying, but calm down. We're giving the ball to Giddy.
I think he tried yamming it because did you notice he missed at least one layup earlier in the game?
Yeah,
he was just frustrated with himself.
So I just love the depth. My biggest, this is you guys I talked about last week too, but I'm just so fearful that they're gonna fall in love with Cody White being the point guard again. And I pray to God that they realize finally he doesn't have to be that. He can come in and be a shooting guard. That's my so excited for Kobe to come back. My biggest concern is please, for the love of God, just don't do it. Let him shoot the ball and not run the offense.
Can't we look at Kobe White coming back as a crazy upgrade over Trey Jones, who's been fine? He's averaging 2 steals a game. He's been great, but
now everybody's gonna slot back into their natural positions, and Trey Jones and Io, those guys are gonna be coming off the bench even more, and then that gives you more depth on the bench. And then now you got that kind of shooter outside for Giddy to throw to. and also a bit of a creator. I think it
should be good. Like those
should be good.
Those driving kickouts should be so much more effective than they are right now. So Bulls are hot.
Shout out to Giddy. Giddy's fun to watch because he's not nearly as talented as Levine, but I feel like in the NBA where you play 5-on-5, he's way more effective.
Yeah,
because he has one move, right? He like does this cross up and he bodies into you, and he'll go for the layup and he'll get draw a foul. While Levine can do like 5 or 6 different things, and they look great. But Giddy's like, if I can't do my one move, I'm gonna toss it to the corner for a guy open for a 3.
Giddy doesn't dunk like Levine at the rim, but he's stronger amidst contact at the rim, I think, than Levine was as a Bull. Because that was always the problem with Zach. It's like he gets to the rim and then he gets a little bit of contact and he flails, and it's just this. It's not a good shot. But Giddy seems to be realizing that he's a big dude, 6'8", like he's huge.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's a big dude. So I'm loving every bit of it.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, the Bulls are good when I'm watching every game, even if I haven't watched them live. The next day I'm putting them on. I got all right. Let's watch the tape. So
it's great.
It's definitely been fun. Good start. And let's now move to a team that's having a bit of a bad start. Ja Morant. Drama Ja is at it again Friday night. Something happened at halftime, apparently, is what people have been saying. And then he came out in the half and didn't play. I mean, he played, but didn't play. He was out there.
Oh, yeah.
And then mailed it in. Aggressively mailed it in. I saw some highlights of that. It's pretty bad. And they got suspended for the game Monday night, which they lost at Toronto. And he had his first game back last night, I believe. Or no, it was Sunday was suspended. Monday was his first game back against Detroit in another loss, but he had a decent stat line. So, Joey, I feel like you probably got some thoughts on this. Ja's not really your guy. So how do you feel about another suspension this time by the team and sort of this loafing attitude and what's going on?
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? They got rid of his coach, who apparently him and gosh, I can't remember his name. Blinking. Chris, previous Grizzlies coach.
Taylor Jenkins.
Nice. Had a good relationship. Sounds like that's coming out now. The Ja wasn't too fond of that decision. Again, it seems like a weird decision. We all talked about it last season. I feel like Ja thinks that Memphis is his team and he has earned the right to kind of dictate how that team goes and plays. I feel like the new coach coming in has kind of said, hey, we've seen what our ceiling is with and without you. Like, we've had plenty of experiences of both due to your suspensions and injuries and yada, yada, yada. Yeah. If you're not going to give maximum effort, which is kind of his number one, like, allure, right? Like, that's his best ability is effort and intensity. It's not going to work, but they don't have a superstar. He's acting like he's a superstar, right? He's acting like any superstar would in this scenario. But with a team that's struggling, the last thing you want is your superstar to come out and, say what he said in that, in the locker room after the game. Like, if he would have said, hey, it was a coach's decision, I think everybody would probably be like, all right, fine. But the way that he said, ask them, probably better if I don't play. Like, I think he kind of just, like you said, Titus, it wasn't like he was giving it his all and it looked good. But also, I mean, he's not playing great. Like, he's got a career low field goal percentage. He's under 40% from the field right now. Points per game, lowest since his second season. And his minutes are down.
Oh, you got the stats, Joey.
I got the stats. But it's not surprising. I feel like the new coach is the biggest factor here. You've got a guy who didn't want to have a change. There's a change coming in. He doesn't agree with it, and he's acting like anybody would. Like, you get a new boss at work, you don't like him. Your first reaction isn't like, "Oh, I'm going to show how good I am."
An effort,
no, I've been here for 6 years. You've seen how good I am. Why should I be any different for you now? But yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like, the question is Memphis done with Ja, or is Ja done with Memphis? And it kind of seems like a coin flip at this point, but I feel like there's an amicable split coming. Maybe not amicable, maybe like an Anthony Davis type situation.
I see him loading up there.
Where would he? I like it, but where does he go? Because there's like odds wherever.
Yeah,
the top team that keeps coming up is the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah,
Phoenix.
Which, like, what do you mean?
Perfect.
And then Miami Heat come up, sure. I don't know. Maybe
I
the
think
Heat
Phoenix.
make the most sense. Phoenix makes sense. That could be fun, I guess.
They're stupid. They go
do they
all
have
in
money?
for no reason.
Can they even do that?
Yeah,
Well,
Phoenix
they'll
and
trade away
Minnesota are the
everybody.
two teams that came up, and it's like they can't salary that their way into this. I don't think. Good luck trying to figure that one out. But I don't know. Like Ja, he's never had a good reaction to when he's facing adversity. When he had the gun charges, he's just when he finally came back after that, what was it, 50-game suspension? He like did.
He got more guns.
Yeah.
Or no, he didn't do this. He did like a fucking
like
an assault rifle thing, right? So he
it wasn't great.
Yeah, he really likes to double down on stuff. When he's put in the corner, he acts like a child. So he's not really a leader for this team, and he's really showing that right now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next month. But like, I don't think we're gonna ever get the same jogging because physically he's gonna be deteriorating. He's 27, right? He's
I mean, for that kind of player,
26, 26, 27.
And it again. You know what? As probably the biggest Ja fan on the show here, when I first heard it, I was like, "Come on, dude, you got to be kidding me!" It's like that guy that you stick your neck out for him a bunch of times, and then he does something stupid again. You're like, "Dude, man, like, I'm trying to help you out here." But I listened to a few takes on it. Chris Vernon, I think, on the Low Post, I thought was really good about it because he's from Memphis, and he had some good points. And then I listened to his full press conference after the Pistons game. So I wanted to see, all right, after he played, how did he do? And to your guys' points, I mean, he sounded a little childish. He doesn't really want to talk about the drama. There's like a cut up clip going around that looks bad. And then there's the full length interview where when he was asked questions about the game and specifics of stuff, he had great responses, was engaged. And then when he got asked about the drama and, is this a distraction? He was, immature and childish. So I think for me, we're at the point here, the tipping point of if this doesn't shape you up and you don't become the player you need to be, I can't really vouch for you and say, oh yeah, he's Ja Morant. Don't worry about it. He's going to get it together. Because right now it's it. You know what I mean? You're getting older. You're not getting any younger. The game's going to start to slip away from you as far as physically how you can play. The team's at least somewhat decent, though they're kind of injured right now, but they should be better than they are than they've started. And to like Joey's point, the new boss comes in. Hey, do you show that you actually have value and that you're a great member of this team, or are you somebody that we need to move on from? So it's make or break for him right now, for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, figure out how to make it, because if nobody can trade for him, it's going to be a long season for him sitting over there.
He's got 2 more years on his current contract, 42 and 44 after this year. It's a lot of
it's a lot, but in today's world, it's not that much. I mean,
anyone can get traded though, right?
The good news is if the team does trade for him, they've got this season plus 1 more, right? Like
that's why the Kings make so much sense.
The Kings make sense.
Trade Levine, or DeMar.
The 3-year contract of Levine, and then actually I would be excited for Levine to get away, maybe get on a competitive team, I guess. You know what I mean? I really want to see Levine get a shot to do something.
I don't know if Memphis is competitive, but
I know, but they're better than the Kings.
You know what? Okay, I want to defend Memphis for a second. As a Minnesota fan, I relate to this team in a way of they were genuinely a 2 seed last year. They were a 2 seed 3 years ago. They're always winning games. So like if you're a fan watching this team every night, if Joey was watching Memphis every night because he loved that team, he's watching this team like win after win after win, and then everyone just shitting on that team, all the time when push comes to shove. Every time,
what do you want him to do?
Yeah,
the ball screens, man.
It's just got to be the most frustrating fan base to root for.
You get to the playoffs and you get out of the second round or out of the first round one time, right? I think John's gotten out of the first round once.
He's done it once against, I think once. Was against Minnesota
as a high seed.
Hey man,
so
everybody gets there.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I think it's definitely make or break. So we'll see what happens with the rest of the season. Like you said, Joey, long season. Hopefully, Zach LaVine can get out of Sacramento. All right. That's the end. At the end of that is hopefully Zach LaVine can get out. Please,
wow,
God, get him somewhere. I just feel it's a personal thing for me. I feel so bad about that trade to the Kings, but whatever. All right, let's have some little bit of fun here. We had a little downer there with Ja, but way too early MVP candidates. It's been going around. Kind of curious if you guys want to start maybe with what you guys were thinking about as you went about making your candidates, how many you picked. I went with 5. And I went with who would I give the MVP to if the season ended now? Not who's like building their case. I went with if the season ended today, who's because I figured you guys would have some staple names. That's fine. I was like, let me throw some mixes in there. But Chris, how did you kind of go about this?
Wait, no, Tyson, I feel like you should start this one. That was
okay. You guys good with that, Joey? All right. All right. Let me give you my 5. I'll start at the top. Number 1. Right now, I got Wemby.
Yeah.
He's got
wrong.
Even after that Suns game, though.
Yeah, I mean the Suns game isn't great, but it started amazing. He's leading in so many categories. He's got 11.8 defensive rebounds per game. The guy's just cleaning up the glass. He's averaging almost 5 blocks a game.
That's stupid. It's 4.7. How is that like a thing? When you see his number compared to everybody else who is like a 1 or a 0 point something.
He's just you can't get anything by him. He's been playing unbelievable. It's probably not the right pick, but I just kind of going through players. I thought he'd be fun. He's who I got number 1. And again, because he's probably obviously going to not be in the real MVP race unless they can keep this up. But and then I got number 2. I had Tyrese Maxey leading the league in scoring right now after that game against the Bulls, 34 points per game. Number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Definitely the reason why they're where they are right now, because like Joey said in our earlier segment, Embiid can't move, or maybe that was post or pre-show. It's all blurs together. But I had Tyrese Maxey.
It's still accurate. He just can't move.
Number 3 right now, I got Josh Giddey. Nearly averaging a triple-double, 23, 9, and 10, back-to-back triple-doubles. Number 1 team in the East. I mean, he's got to get some shine here, guys. Again, he's not going to be in the MVP race.
Yeah, most improved is the shine.
You're just okay. Keep going.
All right, and then the last 2, I got some serious candidates. I got Shea, number 4. He's probably my real number 1. 8-0 or whatever they are. Again, he's dominating in every offensive category. He's amazing. He's probably the real MVP right now. And then my number 5 pick is Giannis. I think he has the most field goals per game, field goals attempted. The guy is the entire offense for the Bucks, and he's dominating just as well as like everybody else. And so right now, if the season ended today, this would be my 5.
Okay, more so can we? If the season ended right now, the 8-0 Thunder would have the MVP and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Like, can we just
100%? Yes, let's just.
All right. So my top 5 was more like Shea. Let's talk about Jokic.
Yeah,
Nuggets. Nuggets are 4-2. They're fine.
Yeah,
Jokic is putting up crazy numbers as he always does. He's averaging a triple-double. Yeah, and that's just a thing now.
That's just the thing that he does.
Like he's got 11 assists too. It's like not even like it's insane. And then Wemby, he's totally in the MVP race, right? Like,
I think so.
But like everyone's just waiting for him to have a blood clot or he's so tall. Those guys don't stay healthy. We've never seen it. Giannis is great. And then I thought 5th you would maybe say like Giddey.
Okay.
You said Giddey 3rd.
I had him 3. I had him 3. In my heart, he was number 1, but I was like, I can't do that. That's too homers.
There's no American in the top 5.
Oh wow,
like Maxey, I guess. Maxey? If you want to entertain Maxey, he's shooting nearly 50% from 3, so it's not. He's
not Canadian or something. I feel like he's Canadian.
Yeah, right. It's like Shea. She's Canadian.
She's Canadian. Yeah,
and Giddey's Australian.
Yeah,
and Vooch, who's also. I'm looking at the top candidates right now of Basketball Reference, and I have Vooch 8th, Giddey 7th. Wow. Hartenstein is 9. This is dumb. Okay.
This is way too early.
Reed's a 6. Right. And Reed's has been great. He's an all-star. He beat the Timberwolves twice. It's really annoying, but where is Tyrese Maxey from? He's from Texas. All right, we're good.
He's from Texas.
So, Joey,
but really,
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I have Giannis at 1.
Okay, and I think that's a fair.
And
pick.
The reason I put him there is because like the points are kind of similar. Wemby's the one that doesn't match. The one of these is not like the other in terms of points.
Yeah.
But he makes up for it, obviously,
defensively
in the blocks. What's interesting is I think the Spurs are allowing the most points per game of any team in the league right now. Chris, stat check me on that. I thought I saw something flash across the screen on that. But the usage for Giannis is through the roof. Like you said, he's the entire offense.
We have the lowest. The Spurs have the fewest points against. I thought it was the other way around. My bad. Never mind. It makes way more sense.
Yeah, that does make way more sense.
The Pelicans. I know the Nets. The Nets are worse. Those two are the bottom.
120 something.
I'm still standing by what we talked about when we did our picks, or maybe the first episode out of that is I don't see a world in which an MVP and DPOI are the same. And I feel like Wemby is going to be so locked in as the defensive guy.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's going to be his like calling card. And it's going to be the narrative is going to be so spun around that the MVP has become a defensive award. It's been that way for some time.
Yeah.
Almost the entire time.
Player basically.
So I really think I think you're right. It's SGA, right? If they continue on this run where they're going, I think there's a lot of fatigue around Jokic. Like he's just kind of like you barely hear about him. It's weird this season. Like you're not hearing about him in any way, shape, or form, because I think what he's done has become so normal for him that it's like, well, this is what he does. Like you can't celebrate it, which is weird.
Can we say the numbers real quick? It's 22 points, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds. He's leading the league in assists, and we're just kind of like, oh, cool, good job, Nicola.
As a center,
yeah.
Luka's the other kind of wild card.
Yeah.
Does he play enough games is the question. Like that's my fear with him is like, does he get to the 65 number? I don't have a ton of confidence in that. So I think it's like a 2-horse race, weirdly, between SGA, Jokic, and Giannis.
Yeah, I think
kind of the way it's been for like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where we're at.
Wemby kind of being like, hey, can he enter? It's been like what we all expected, right? It's like,
what does Wemby have to do to get it? Like, what does he
just keep playing?
Do the Spurs have to be like a 2 seed? Do they have to be right behind, like competitive to the Thunder,
or like 2 games back most from Denver in the 3 spot? I think.
Okay,
I think you're right, Chris. If he's in the 3 spot and he plays a good chunk of the season, I think there will be some real talk about is he in the MVP race, but he'll be that 3rd or 4th candidate, to Joey's point, where he'll have Defensive Player of the Year locked up. And then it'll just be, is he offensively good enough to get both? And I don't think that's going to be the case.
Yeah. I think
not when you get those guys.
I think he's like a next year or year after.
Yeah. But I like your point, Joey. I think those 3 guys are the best 3 in the league right now in Jokic, Giannis, and Shea. And then it's who's 4th and 5th, Luka, Wemby.
Like Maxi's not it.
Maybe Maxi's not. He won't get
Maxi's not it. Unless you believe the Sixers are,
No,
what
they lost yesterday and they're getting blown out from the Cavs right now. Hashtag no game talk.
No game talk.
Hashtag no game talk.
But like
who else was on the big board to start the season? Was there anybody?
Anthony Davis,
Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Edwards. Well, he's been hurt. Let's relax. He's coming back.
Right.
He's playing
but
right now.
but like if he doesn't play, like he's gonna fall off the board.
Fall out of the narrative, and the narrative's already building. Even 1 or 2 weeks into the season, where
I said Durant. That was my wild card off the wall pick. If the Rockets were amazing,
I mean,
it's not.
He could still be there. I mean, they're not quite in the mix just yet. They're figuring things out.
Right. Curry's not doing anything to sway a voter. Paolo not looking
great.
Good.
Not looking good.
Not looking good.
Well, maybe we'll talk about Orlando in our next segment.
Yes, definitely be bringing them up. But
but it's safe to say I think the face of the league is going towards those 4 guys. Wemby, SGA, Giannis, and Jokic.
The internationals, man.
I mean, it's
taking over.
The face of the league is international.
They get the job done.
Wow. Okay. Thank gosh we're getting a World versus USA All-Star game this season.
Oh man,
they're gonna get them.
They're gonna get run out of the gym.
But if the international guys even care, that's like they might just not go like we don't.
I think they'll care. I think that's why they're doing it is because like this is actually they'll actually care about this.
Could you imagine Jokic and Wemby and Giannis in the front court?
Right.
That is disgusting.
There's no lineup you can throw out there that compares.
Giannis at the 3. That's
terrifying.
Point. Shea at point.
Yeah.
Luka at the 2.
Yeah.
Or Luka SGA in the backcourt.
It's over.
Good luck, Steph.
Yeah.
You got it, buddy.
No Tatum. Good luck, Steph. Hey, here's Paulo. Paulo? Is he American?
Is he American? Man, is it?
He's Italian.
Is he considered American? That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure he's Italian.
Paolo.
I knew this when he was.
I'm pretty sure he has like dual citizenship because in the Olympics he could have played for Italy.
You guys,
and the United States.
This is a little bit off topic, but we got some time here. Do you guys think that that's kind of maybe why the league is a little bit or perceived to be struggling, at least in America? Like worldwide, it's as big as it's ever been, but in America, there's not much vibe for it. And I do kind of think it has something to do with all the good players international.
I don't know if it's international. Okay. My thought is it's not the international. It's that the players that happen to be international have traits that the average person can't relate to. Like when Steph was everything in like the late, 2000 teens, like you could look at someone like him and as an average person, you could relate and be like, hey, I could do that. Right. Like he's an average sized dude.
I could jack it up from half.
Yeah. Right. Like I can make threes. If I tried really hard in practice, like I could become that. And you look at Wemby, you're like, I can't do that. There's no way. Like I can't be that. Right.
Well, that's why LeBron was like, oh, I can't.
Right. Like I feel like it's that the build of the guys who are what they are that are international just don't be like they're international, but like Luke has been here long enough. Like an NBA fan isn't considering him an international, right? Like he is, but you're not looking at it like, oh, he didn't grow up here. It's like, well, okay, I didn't see him for a season in college. I didn't see him in the tournament, so therefore he's non-existent. Like I don't know. It doesn't.
Like I guess outside of Wemby, and even too, it's tough to say because we really run in like NBA circles. The people we talk to, the podcast listen to, but like you remember when Caitlin Clark was getting big at Iowa, and it was just like average Joes were like, hey, we got to turn on the Iowa game. Caitlin Clark's playing. Like you don't hear that for the NBA. You don't hear like, dude, Jokic is going up against Giannis tonight. We got to watch. I don't think outside of basketball people, I don't think you hear the casuals like locking in. Where I think if it was an American player, if Anthony Edwards was,
well, like if someone made a national championship, or like if Derrick Rose, loses it in the championship and then goes number 1, and it's like, I gotta watch him play.
Oh, yeah, right? And like got to Chicago exactly. You're like, dude, you gotta watch this guy. He's going up against all these.
It's interesting.
Monsters.
Yeah,
I
like that theory.
I think it's part of it.
Because even Cooper Flag in the tournament, I can't remember. I think Duke flamed out, right? They didn't.
Yeah, they flamed out in like the Final Four or something. They didn't make the championship.
Yeah. So, and for the record, Paulo was born in Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
I think he's like his parents are Italian.
Okay.
So I think he'd be an American guy if he can even make the All-Star team this year.
This would be a fun segment for Chris. We just throw players at him, and he has to tell us where they're from.
Oh, that's a good one. Where is he from?
Up. He has to fill up the entire world of players. He'd probably do it.
He could do it just off the dome.
I don't know. Are there any other random dark horses outside of Giddey and Maxey? Are those like
those are the darkest of forces?
Those are the
darkest of forces.
They are. Is there anything else floating around?
Giddey's like how Dorgozin was a candidate for the Bulls.
Yeah.
Remember that one year?
Yeah. Is Austin Reeves?
I was just gonna say Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves? We need to at least mention him, right?
I think so.
If Lucas stays hurt, who knows?
Talk to me about Anthony Edwards in like a week or two if he can fix his back.
Okay. Yeah, what's going on with Anthony? I mean, let's get into some, let's get into our final segment tonight. Most likely to bounce back. Speaking of backs, most likely to rebound because they were on my list for sure. I mean, they're not really doing terrible.
Oh, you went that? Okay. I went with under 500 teams.
Okay, under 500 teams. I did have an under 500 team too, but there was.
How do you feel about that, Chris? He called your team bad.
Not bad. I wanted to say
underperforming.
Underperforming though, but like a team that I trusted.
When your team's bad, I don't know how that feels.
Wow, this year it starts.
We used to actually legitimately have this argument. I think one year we had a bet if who would have the better record. Then the last 2 years the Timberwolves have been in the conference fucking finals.
Yeah, real quiet.
Get out of here. Like
I don't know if this modest kid is good. He can be something.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you're talking about that never happened. I've never do such.
Maybe let's start there.
Chris. Who's better, Zach LaVine or Anthony Edwards? I don't know.
I don't know. He's an all-star, so I guess they're about the same.
I mean, one team wants him. I mean, everybody's trading for Zach LaVine. I don't know. No one's calling about Anthony Edwards. Whatever.
Well, because he's hurt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he's hurt. So Chris, a little rough start in Minnesota. At least we could start there here to get some Minnesota some shine, and then we can bring up our teams that we feel are most likely to come back. But this definitely was a team I wanted to bring up just because of the slowish start. Edwards hurt. How's it feeling? You're going to games now, season ticket holder.
Listen, okay. The 3 losses are 2 are to the Lakers, which I don't want to lose the Lakers, but fine.
Revenge
and then
losses,
one's the Nuggets. Which those are 2 teams last year that the Timberwolves had their number all year, and for the last, it's fine. I'm not sweating that. They still look great. The one caveat is Rob Dillingham is not looking like a great long-term piece. He was signing autographs at Mall of America. I did see a post that everyone was wrapped around lines for him. I just kept thinking, I'm like, people are waiting in line for like 2 hours to get this guy's autograph, and he might not be on the team in like 2 years. Like, I don't know if
Minnesota shows out
because he's a small guy, and and he's also getting picked at the middle of the court. So that's why I think Ja is being brought up with this team. Outside of him, though, they look great. People are talking about Gobert looks slow and awkward. He always does. I think we just always forget how, then you look at the on-off numbers and Gobert's insane. He's just the best net rating guy for this kind of team. So my long story short, I'm not that concerned.
Not concerned at all. Tempered. Okay, I like it. Joey, you got a team most likely to rebound? Or any thoughts on Minnesota?
No, I think Chris is spot on. It's too early to see in Minnesota the injuries. You got to see Anthony Edwards at his peak powers.
Not worried about it.
If his peak powers come back. The team I had most likely to rebound it's weird. I put the Celtics.
Wow.
Most likely to rebound. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was
this Titus? No, sorry.
I was looking through. I was looking through the teams, and what I couldn't do is I couldn't convince myself that any other team had somebody capable of making them be better.
Okay.
The Magic, like that team stinks.
Whoa. We beat them one time.
Beat them one, yeah.
No.
One time, guys.
No.
We won the boot straight. I don't know what.
Like they don't look like what we were sold in the offseason. Desmond Bane's throwing balls at people's heads, getting ejected. Like that, I don't know. That team looks kind of lost and searching for identity. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they're like, is Paolo going to lift them out of this? Like Franz Wagner's good, but like was the belief that like he was on the up and coming to superstar level, like a flash in the pan thing? Because he doesn't look like he's continued that trajectory, right? Mm-hmm. Then I went to the Mavs and I said, all right, you guys were pretty high in the not high, but like confident in the Mavs and the over-unders.
41, like, I think. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, confident, but like, all right, like Anthony Davis doesn't look like he's got anything left in the tank or wants to have anything left in the tank. Cooper Flag is
awesome.
I mean, you're putting all of it in Cooper Flag, right? You're giving it one.
Yeah.
Like, is he going to drag them from this abyss and get them back out of it by himself? Probably not.
No.
The other teams are kind of shitty.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, can Jaylen Brown maybe get them some wins? Yeah. He's probably going to win them.
Oh, okay.
He's probably going to win them more games than anybody else on other shitty teams, right? Zion's already out. It's a small injury, but it starts small with him and typically goes worse from there. The Pacers are terrible. Like, if I'm the Pacers, I'm saying, hey, let's just be bad, right? Let's just
they have mail it in. Injuries.
Let's mail it in. The injuries have piled up. There's no point, and there's no point in trying. And that's like the Suns. Suns aren't good. Like, I don't know. The Celtics for me were like, if there's any team that could find a way to like go on, like, could they go on a 5-game win streak? Maybe. Like, I'd have more confidence in betting that than I would betting on, the Mavericks.
Just fire up the town in a pre-game warm up and they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, and they have enough players that they're going to stumble into wins at some point.
I'm surprised they aren't better, but I'm also they're a candidate for me that could slip into the indie mold of like, all right, guys, let's just shut it up. It's fine. I kind of agree with you. Go ahead, Chris.
I think they're gonna chalk it up and like, oh, Jaylen Brown, go get that minor surgery that'll have you miss 40 games. They've been starting Nehemias Kita for the first 8 games at center this year. I'm seeing a lot of Kita out there. Garza's played 7 games. Boucher, he couldn't get on the court for Minnesota last year. Talk about the big guys here. Boucher, Tillman. There's just no one. There's no one getting boards for this team. No. I think this is the gap year for them, and I think that's a terrible pick. But
it's fine. Okay. Tell me on somebody else because I want to hear the argument for somebody else.
My team can't
find it.
It's tough.
That was the problem.
Tough. That's the
what I like about this. Let's go through these teams. That I looked at under 500 teams.
Okay, yeah.
In the East, it's Celtics, Magic, Hornets, Wizards, Pacers, Nets. Pacers are done. Nets suck. Wizards, they should be more than 1-6. Like Hornets, of course.
Yeah, but
they don't even try every night. People are saying LaMelo Ball looks better. He's like a worse leader than. Maybe he's better than Ja. I don't know. If you take,
Did you point?
Yeah,
what was that?
One way. I kind of did do that, right?
Yeah.
Is this?
So
I would have Ja in a heartbeat.
The Orlando Magic, to me, I think are still going to bounce back.
Yes.
Desmond Bane, with the hilarious foul yesterday when he slapped the ball on Okongwu's head. It was just funny because it felt like creative. I'm like, wait, he just in the moment he's like, the ball's here. I'm gonna slap this on his head. Let's go. Like that's not a thing that happens in basketball ever, right? And but I think it's great because KCP wouldn't have done that last year. He was like, yeah, I guess we suck a little bit. Oh well, I'm still getting paid. Bane's got like some fire in him. He's actually like, no, I'm better than this. We're gonna be good. So was it a childish act? Absolutely, but at least it showed me that he has some aggression, some care to want to be good. So I still have hope for Orlando because of that.
All right.
I think they, to Joy's points, I think he was making some fair points, but they instead of looking like a team that's maybe floundering or not living up to the hype, they look like a team that's maybe trying to figure themselves out still. And I think with the new addition, and maybe the first time they're having pressure on them, this has got to be the first season where they're coming in as like a favorite of any kind, really. I know they were, a little bit buzzed last year, but this is hey, you should be in the 3rd or 4th seed. And I think it's a little bit different. And I think they're going to take some time to kind of figure it out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they struggle for a good chunk of the season. But I would be surprised if by like the All-Star break, they haven't sort of rounded into form and gotten back into that top 6 and started to show that, all right, we're going to be a serious contender once it comes playoff time.
Might be too late by then.
And it might be, but in the Eastern Conference, I think they're okay. Western Conference, I would
losing to Atlanta twice is tough. That's tough.
That's the Eastern Conference has changed, Titus.
That's right.
There's a new sheriff in town.
That's right. It's a new sheriff in town, mate.
Mate, I like that. Come on, Joey, look at me that.
All right, Chris, give us the West teams.
All right, the West under 500. We got Utah, the Clips, Grizzlies, Suns, Mavs, Kings, Pels.
Maybe the Clippers. Maybe. Maybe.
I do want to preface this. I feel like we've been a lot of positivity. This is a positive segment. I do like seeing the Mavericks at 2-5 currently losing to the Pelicans.
You love it.
Talk. I want to entertain the Pelicans coming out of this tier.
Oh my man, what are we doing here?
Wait,
they can't lose. They traded their pick. They're gonna figure this out one way or another. Where like they have to win. Like there's gonna be a time when we're 60 games in, and it's like, oh hey, the Pelicans just won like 10 in a row, and it's like, oh right, because they never gave up. Because they never, Jeremiah Fears is finally starting and playing 30 minutes a game because he's the bright spot of this offense that was finally figured out. The coaching staff finally figured out. Derek Queen maybe finally gets it together. I haven't seen much. Fears looks great though. So I still like. There's so many players on this team. Maybe they trade Zion for a center because they won their first game when Zion was hurt. Granted, it was against the Hornets, but I only say the Pelicans because. The Jazz, maybe the Jazz, but I don't want to say the Clips.
Walker Kessler is out for the season.
What?
Season-ending surgery.
What?
When did this happen?
When did this happen?
Today.
This is so sad.
You guys got to follow. You guys got to follow Shams.
I don't do Shams.
So
what if I make the case for Memphis if they get rid of Ja?
Get rid of Ja?
Let's say they trade him.
Zion for
Does that is it like a addition by subtraction thing? Do they have that kind of potential in them?
No.
Okay. I was trying to make a dark horse.
I think there's enough veterans still on that team that would be like a soul sucking trade for them.
Okay. We'll do the opposite. It would be like,
for like the rest of the season, they would have to take some time to recover emotionally. Like he's not the only veteran hanging out in that team.
Yeah. Okay. I thought maybe there could be something there, but there's not a lot of hope for some of these teams.
No. New Orleans is tough. I get what you're saying that they have to win, but like,
there's how.
Well, it's like I don't want to talk about the Jazz being good, especially Walker Kessler's now out. That's
he's gone.
The Clippers look old. Like Bradley Beal is already missing games. He's averaging like 8 points.
Dude.
Why did people think that was going to work?
Why did anybody? There was one season when he I guess 2 seasons in a row in Washington where he led the league in scoring, and everybody was like, "This guy's amazing. Every team should want him."
Right.
Those teams were terrible.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he was
never been much of a winner. He's like
a
poor man's Carmelo, right? Where it's like he's got a lot of skill.
Yeah,
but he's
real poor man's Carmelo.
Doesn't really care to win.
It doesn't have to.
Any other teams you guys want? Any underperforming 500 teams we think are going to be better besides the Timberwolves? Thank you for that one.
I have faith in them.
Yeah, I mean, Knicks, Cavs, like they're still.
It's
too early for me in those 500 tier teams, because they're like you've seen the flashes, like they've all kind of beat each other. I feel like so far, like everybody's kind of picked off on each other except for the Thunder, and it's just what team's going to go on that biggest run? I feel like at some point, like we're like coming out of the NBA Cup, like is there going to be a team that's just kind of decides they're going to get on that heater? I mean, Oklahoma City's already on it, but
I'll throw this out, man. I'm a little worried about Cleveland though. Like I think, like if with them and the Knicks, they're in that 4 and 3 slot. I could see the Knicks kind of pulling out of it. But I could easily see the Cavs maybe being like a 4 or 5 seed.
And you're just
kind of
big hater on the Cavs.
I mean, especially when you got.
I mean, let's be honest. Last year was an aberration for
that might have been it for them. So
they're a good team still, but were they as good as a regular season record from last year?
Yeah,
I don't know.
No,
good question. Fair question.
They went in some wild win streaks last year that are going to be hard to repeat.
I remember we got blasted on social media for doubting the Cavs, and it's like, oh, look at this! Everybody gave up. Anybody gave up podcast.
Doubted Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, it's like, but we were.
We had a great conference finals. Oh wait, he didn't.
Oh wait, we didn't.
Oh wait, we got beat by the Pacers.
Mm-hmm. Everybody got beat by the Pacers.
Almost everybody.
Almost. That wasn't the real
Everybody does.
Pacers, though.
Yeah, don't. I get so mad about that game 7, but whatever. Yeah. We digress. All right. Anything else today, guys, or wrapping it up for today? Feeling good?
Wrap it. Go Bulls. Go Giddy.
Go Bulls. Most likely 7-1 team to take a nosedive. I'm kidding. Joey was so mad.
Who are you? Where are you?
That face. He was like,
what? Like
Joey's face was so mad.
I just don't know what I don't know what wavelength you're on with this team. Like, for like 3 seasons in a row, you just shit all over them
because they were.
And now, like 7 games in, you're just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You've got you got a Josh Giddey in the MVP conversation.
If the season ended today, he would be in the.
They've been fun before.
When's Kobe White coming back? Do we have
a fun?
I have not seen yet. I think he's supposed to be reevaluated probably end of this week, but I have not seen any sort of timeline for return.
Big game. Okay.
Yeah.
On Friday, they're at Milwaukee.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Big game.
I think they beat Milwaukee.
It's a cup game, so it's very important.
It's a cup game. Yeah. I think they're going to beat Milwaukee.
If they beat Milwaukee, I think. All right. Well, I think when did we start taking them seriously? Because I think this is fun. If they beat
Milwaukee and then they're at Cleveland,
you said
back to back. They're losing 1 or 2 of both of those games,
and then the Spurs after that. Right?
Yeah, and they got the Spurs after that.
And all right, so next week we're gonna have a very different, or we're gonna overreact so hard to this team.
So they get absolutely obliterated, like their schedule wise. They got Bucks, Cavs, Spurs, Pistons. Then they go Jazz, then Nuggets. And this is on their road trip. Then they got Blazers. Heat, then they get rewarded. It's Wizards, Pelicans, Hornets, Pacers, Magic, Nets. Okay. So they had a stretch of just pretty hell,
easy schedule.
And then they've got a stretch of like really winnable games. So
I think it's these next 5. If they drop more than 2, I think it'll start to like, okay, we're coming back to reality a little bit. If they only lose 2.
Okay, wait. They have Bucks, Cavs, and Spurs. If they beat one of those 3 teams, I still think we're going to be like, this team's awesome. This team's a top 4.
Depends how they beat them. Depends how they beat them.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they just, like, let's say they just beat the Spurs, right? Yeah. I would be like, okay, that's good win against Wemby.
Like the Suns beat the Spurs.
Yeah, Suns beat the Spurs. Like, what are we talking about here? But if they go out, like, I think Friday's going to be a big one. If they go out and they hand it to Milwaukee, you know, not even necessarily hand it, but like if they can hang with Milwaukee, beat them, then I might start to get a little more.
I think they go through one of this. I think they beat Milwaukee. Yeah. I think the next night they get blitzed by the Cavs on the road, and then they beat Wemby at home.
God, that'd be amazing.
Okay,
you guys gotta go to that Wemby game. I go see Wemby.
What are the tickets are like that?
Oh,
it's Monday night.
It's like $200 to get in the door.
No thanks.
Wayne Reinsdorf.
Not just
my chair is very comfortable.
Wow. I mean, the app is nice, so I've got to get my money's worth.
That's right.
Well, that is it for us tonight. Follow us on social media at the Box Out Boys. Slide in those DMs. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review on YouTube and Spotify. We very much appreciate that. So until next time, Box Out. Sorry. Box out.